Can you use negative shapes when urban sketching? I'm having so much fun looking at negative spaces lately, so let's find out. Welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. I am Koosje Koenen and I'm so happy that you are here. Whatever skill level, I am meeting you right where you are, every Tuesday. And today I will show you a fun way to capture a scene, and at the end of the video I will have a fun assignment for you so you can spend a bit of time doing what you and I both love so much, drawing. I grabbed a bunch of green colored pencils for today's drawing because I found this reference photo on unsplash.com. There's a lot of green involved. Just like last week, I am going to focus at the shape around the house. I'll start with the lightest color green because I can always layer in darker greens and not the other way around. I'm not looking at the house itself, just the shape around the chimney, the roof and the side of the building. I know, when you want to make an urban sketch officially, you need to be on location. That's one of the rules of the Urban Sketchers organization. I don't care much for rules when it comes to making art, but as I often get questions about drawing on location and people call me an urban sketcher, I thought I should clarify. If you want to know more about urban sketching, go to urbansketchers.org. For the purpose of explaining today's approach, I need to use a photo. If you want to come urban sketching with me, you can. I have a bunch of in-person workshops lined up for 2026 so we can draw on location together. A little bit of mark making goes a long way to indicate different types of vegetation. It's really an interpretation of the forest background using the green colors that I have. You could do this with paint, markers, pastels, or even just with only black ink. That could be exciting too. One color can be more than enough, as we saw in last week's exercise. Don't be distracted by color, you're focusing on shape here. I'm darkening and deepening the colors by layering my colored pencils. And basically, I am just trying to gather courage to start the next part of the drawing, deciding how to capture the important parts of the house. You can use this approach also in more of a cityscape, like I did with this one, painting the sky first, choosing a surprising color palette that actually works great. Or these drawings, they all started by drawing the sky first, the negative space. I decided to use the darkest green pencil for drawing the house itself. I sharpen the tip and then dive in. In the photo, the red brick chimney and orange roof shingles contrast nicely with the green background, but I think that the white of the paper will contrast in a similar way. I don't want to cement everything shut with color and leave something to the imagination. I've drawn the window, the door, the deck chairs in front, and the tall grass too. Which makes me realize that I need more contrast to indicate background and foreground. I love the line of bright light on the grass in the photo, so I'll incorporate that in my drawing too. And I keep coloring around the house, including the tree that's overhanging. Some mark making for the shingles, and then I decide to use my dark green for the wooden house. I'm not entirely sure if that was the right decision. Maybe next time I would create texture somehow rather than give it a plain dark color. But I can't go back now, can I? These are exactly the moments when my sketchbook is my teacher. By doing, I learn. By embracing the wonkiness of my drawings, as well as embracing the wonkiness of the learning curve, I keep growing and I dare trying things so that I expand my skills. With each drawing that you make, you grow, whether you realize it or not. So keep going. And here's your assignment. Find a photo, or better yet, a real life view of a building that sort of stands out from its background. And instead of starting with the building, focus only on the negative shapes around it. Block in the space around the roof, the chimney, or whatever stands out, and let the building itself emerge by what you don't draw. Use simple mark making to suggest foliage or other buildings around it, shadows, texture, and just keep it playful. Don't worry about accuracy. You are training your eyes to see differently. Every time you draw, you're giving yourself the chance to learn. Even when things don't turn out the way you imagined, that's actually when the real magic happens. So embrace the weird shapes, the unexpected choices, and the little surprises. Have fun, and I hope you will show up for another drawing day next Tuesday. I'll be there. I'll see you then.